the presidency should have been zoned to the south. Now we got the zoning committee that left their task open. They left it open, and then we got to a presidential convention. I supported Governor Wike, of course, at that time, and in the party's delegates' wisdom, they elected Waziri Adamawa as the candidate of the party. I said, okay, these are the dynamics that we're faced with. How do we tackle this? How do we go into the election as a one united, focused party? But what did they have? Those things that we asked for. And I did not say this behind closed doors. I said it openly, facing the cameras. I said, look, we have to campaign for our people. You do politics because you also want, to have a good deal, for your zone. We had the chairman of the party then, Senator Ayu, from the North Central. We had our candidates, from the convention from the Northeast. And then they were planning, it has not been announced at that time, that the DG of the presidential campaign will be governor of Sokoto State then, Senator Tambuwa. And I said, look, it's not that he's not qualified. It's not that he cannot do the work of DG. But if the three main influential positions, to take us to the election is occupied, by the Northeast, the North Central, and the Northwest, how do we sell that position, all around the country? So it was self-inflicted. There wouldn't have been any G5. The day after the convention, I went to my very good friend, Governor Fintiri of Adamawa State, and I said, look, make this a government or a ticket, of a unity ticket. Get Governor Wike, let us appeal to him, let him be on that ticket. There wouldn't have been it would have been a stronger ticket, really, to face the APC. But all the people around our candidate, they rejected it. We met with him in London. All the things we discussed in there, he rejected it. And he came back and said, we've moved on. I mean, all these children, where were they when we were forming PDP? And we've seen the results now. And we don't want to walk that path again. When we got to Bauchi, the first PDP Governors Forum meeting under this dispensation, I made it clear to everybody that, look, let us wipe the slate clean. Let us not dwell in the past. We've seen the results. And if you're saying, look, okay, some people did this in 2023, but others did it in 2015. PDP should have still been in power up until now, but some people walked out of Eagle Square. We knew who they are, and we lost power at the federal level due to that action. Something repeated itself in 2023. We should pull back and say, look, this party still remains the major hope of the common man. Most people in this country, what they're saying to us is that, look, you guys go get yourself together and then leave the rest to us. And I kept saying it, 2027 election, it won't even be PDP versus APC. It will be Nigerians versus APC.